guys, welcome to Western Kentucky Blue Collar Outdoors. Once again, we're here in the swamp and we're doing another product review for you on this opening weekend of duck season in Western Kentucky. It's a beautiful Saturday here. We've killed a few mallards this morning, KC and I, and we're going to do a product review for you with one of my hunting buddies' gifts. Now let me tell you what a good hunting buddy does. A good hunting buddy goes and buys his friend a new King Mojo mallard. Now let me tell you something about this Mojo. Everybody knows the benefits of Mojos. From Canada all the way down to Argentina, every duck hunter that you see has got some type of spinning wing decoy. And the reason you have a spinning wing decoy is because it's one of those inventions in duck hunting that's just changed the way we hunt. And so Mojo came out this past year with the King Mojo Mallard. Now let me tell you about the advantages of this King Mojo Mallard, because you know at West Kentucky Blue Collar Outdoors, we're here to give you the good, the bad, and the ugly about a product. We don't have any sponsors. We don't accept any money. What we do is we want to give you, the consumer, the outdoorsman, the best bang for your buck before you go and buy something. And so with this King Mojo Mallard, we're going to tell you the good to start with. The good about the Mojo Mallard, and this was the best thing, the best upgrade that they made for Mojo, is what they did with the battery. Now Hunter, I don't know if you can see right here, but the battery now is set underneath in a little compartment. And now this battery is a little different than the batteries that you get. You can still charge it inside the Mojo, which we all know what a great upgrade that was when Mojo decided to put the charging system in where you just plugged into the duck. But now you've got the battery that fits in a compartment down underneath, and it just snaps in like that. And that's a great advantage. Now let me tell you what that does. It keeps from your Mojo wobbling because it snaps in good and tight. It keeps you from that battery slipping out the back. You know, when that plastic compartment used to get weak, or it used to crack, or whatever you had back there, when that back end opened up, the Velcro wouldn't hold all that in. We had all those problems with the Mojo, even though we loved what the Mojo spinning wing did for us. Now the Mojo people have put that in there. That's a great advantage. You see here you've got the charging plug where you can just plug it right in. That's good and heavy duty. It's a lot different than when it was down in the tail. Now they have changed all kinds of other things. The wings are plastic. You know, that corrugated wing wasn't very good. The metal ones were loud. These plastic ones are much more durable. These plastic ones are also much more quiet. That also is an advantage of the battery, because with that battery snapping in, there's not as much wobble, and there's certainly not as much play and noise in the decoy when it's spinning. You see also, one of the things that they've done is they've made these feet rubber. Now you see that right there? Anybody that's ever had a Mojo from the time they were the Robo Duck know that those hard plastic feet would break off, and would just get to the point where you wouldn't even put those on anymore. You just set it up without the feet on it, because one would be broken and you'd leave it in the bag, or one would drop off and you'd lose it in the swamp. These are attached and they're rubber. So again, hats off to the Mojo people for making some upgrades. It looks like that the paint is going to be a little better on the head. It's a little more realistic, a little more iridescent than what it was with some of the older models. So those are all the goods about the King Mojo. Now let's talk about some negatives maybe with the King Mojo. The King Mojo, as you can see, still we think the Mojo people could do a better job on the paint. We that usually spend a lot of money on things for duck hunting, and you know duck hunters, we spend money on a lot of different things, but I would love to see them come up with a paint scheme that would last. I know with all my other Mojos, and I can even see on this one, it's less than a season old. It's already got paint rubbing off, paint chipping off from pulling it in and out of my Mojo bag. Also, this comes with a remote, and you can see that this remote is about the same as what they've always come out with. There's a setting where you can click just on and the Mojo stays on, or you can go with an intermittent setting. The intermittent setting, I like that, but you can turn the Mojo on, you can turn the Mojo off from the remote. If you've got geese coming into work, or you just think that the birds aren't finishing with the Mojo, and so you want to go ahead and turn that off. So again, lots of good upgrades for the Mojo. Probably another negative, another bad, is this is a pricey item. It's going to be about $149 if you get it from Cabela's or places like that. You won't see these on sale very much. Probably the biggest advantage that I can see to the King Mojo is the battery life. Now, with the other batteries, you know, you charge them, everybody keep an extra battery. You'd have to change them out if you were going to hunt more than 4 or 5 hours. Now, with this new battery system, and especially if you've got it on the intermittent setting, it's going to last a lot longer, and it seems to hold charge better. Now, I don't know anything different with the batteries other than the tops of them, the prongs are fixed where they're not going to break off like they did before, but it just seems like that this battery and this Mojo, this King Mojo, is going to hold its battery life a little bit longer than the other one did. Still have the magnetic wings. That was a great thing that they put in there. This unit is quieter. I don't know if you can hear this or not, Hunter, but as you can see, it's good and quiet. There's no big vibration like there always was, and you see that there's intermittent wings right there, and you can set that to different systems if you want to. But overall, the Mojo King Mallard has been a great addition to our spread this year, and we're glad to get, especially when a buddy buys it for you and you don't have to buy it for yourself. So $149 is probably the biggest drawback to this. Paint scheme, we wish that the paint would hold up just a little better, but we love all the other upgrades. And guys, let's just face it, we're going to have a spinning wing decoy in our decoy spread now because we know that it brings in ducks. So I hope that helps you guys. We love you all out there subscribing to our YouTube channel. We love you liking our Facebook page. So hope you guys get on there. Give us your comments. You tell us the good, bad, and the ugly. You tell us some in the field things that you've done, things you've used, and we'd love to hear your comments, and we certainly want you to share our page, and we want you to like us on Facebook and on our YouTube channel. God bless, and we appreciate you watching Western Kentucky Blue Collar Outdoors.